We got freedom to gain, we feed them the game. Turn on new freedom exchange, we freeing your brain. They trying to shackle your mind, no half of us blind. Remember the past, but never go backwards in time. The ancestors lived through us, they help us build a model community. New Africa is soon to be. So tune in to Sister Marsha, Mujahideen, Imam Bilal, to get your cultural enlightenment now.
Welcome back to another edition of New Freedom Exchange, your cultural expression for social dignity. I'm your co-host, Mujahideen, here with...
Wa alaikum assalam. Deen, did you freeze on my end? You look frozen on my end. Unless that's me. Oh.
Check mic,
Dean,
check mic.
Can you check mic? Okay, now I can see. Sorry. Because you were frozen.
I got a little slag. Hold on.
You were frozen for a minute. But well, yes, wa alaikum assalam. Welcome everyone to another edition of New Freedom Exchange. We are pleased to have you here in this space this evening. For those who will be watching live, we ask that you share the stream rather, to your friends and to your family, inshallah, and that you also let us know where you're tuned in from. Give salams to the space, inshallah, and also if you're watching the replay, definitely hit share and hit like as well. Definitely subscribe to the channel, New Freedom Exchange on YouTube, and also New Freedom Network on YouTube, and also like us on Facebook, New Freedom Exchange with an X on Facebook, and New Freedom Network also on Facebook. Brother Deen, how are you this evening?
Welcome back. Did y'all hear me, man?
Yeah, we heard you. Hold on, let me get some situated. Okay, we heard you, beloved.
Oh, okay.
We hear you now.
I'm doing good, loud and clear.
Okay.
How's everything?
Alhamdulillah, we're just getting over the flu bug. I got bit by the influenza bug, not the COVID bug, the influenza bug. When we got back from a time to be grateful in DC, so we were
rocking in DC.
we were very grateful. We were very grateful for a time to be grateful in DC. Alhamdulillah. Actually, this is our first show technically since a time to be grateful. So I don't know if we want to quickly do a recap of our experience there at a time to be grateful. Dean?
Yeah, we could do a quick recap. Did you see my shirt that you got me, man, from Sister Naima? I mean,
Naima.
Nitmat
Bilal. Shout out to Nitmat Bilal. What does that say again?
Rajul Kawamuna.
Oh, Rajul. Okay. For the people that don't know, can you let the people know what that is?
Yeah, the establishment are responsible for the community, man, for the sisters, man. But no, it was a nice event. It was sold out. We were there Friday. We got just in time for Juma. Imam Talib. Imam Talib.
Well, Imam Talib was there.
Imam Talib was there from Detroit. He representing. But Imam Talib was the Khatib.
That's right.
He laid it out real nice, and then afterwards had a few pods. They went pretty quick, and then we got ready for the culture night. Had quite a few surprises for the culture night.
Okay, it was a beautiful time. Alhamdulillah. So shout out to Muslim Journal for a successful time to be grateful of 2 years out of the pandemic. And we look forward to the experience next year, December, which will be in the beautiful city of Newark, New Jersey. Yes, I'm saying in the bricks, as they say. So get ready for that. We also celebrate 85 years. This past weekend, shout out to Nation's Mosque, Temple number 4, celebrated 85 years of collective history in this country. So shout out to the Nation's Mosque as well, who was the host for this past time of a grateful weekend. Shout out to everyone that came through. We did the streaming we the media partner for the Muslim Journal, so we did stream the culture night, the fashion show, the banquet, some of the workshops as well. The Muslim Culture Con, Saturday roundtable discussion, et cetera, et cetera. So inshallah, we had a good time, and we look forward to being invited back next year, inshallah, when we are in the city of Newark, New Jersey. But yes, beautiful time together with believers all across the country for the first time in a long time. So we need more of that, and hopefully we can do more of that on a local level as well, to keep the spirit alive in the community and keep us engaged into the next time we all gather in one spot.
Yeah, it's always good to be in person, seeing the people that always see us on the big screen, so to speak.
Like
Sister Hajizaki,
Zakia Omar.
beautiful spirit, so live and in color, and so it's good to
Yes,
see people in person as well.
right, inshallah. So alhamdulillah, we tonight we have a special show with a special guest. And all our guests are special guests. So just to let everyone know, all of our guests that come through our platform are special guests and family. And alhamdulillah, this sister right here is one of our dear loyal supporters from a while, Ms. Guzman. Thank you for tuning in. One of our special guests. Before we get there, as you know, you see just two of us tonight. Usually we're with our program director, Sister Marsha, but Sister Marsha is out, as they say, out on what's the term? Out on assignment. Sister Marsha is out on assignment this weekend. She's in the city of Charlotte, and doing some wonderful work down there with the sisters who invited her down to be the keynote speaker and with the Masjid Ash-Shahid sisters. So shout out to the sisters down there, and she'll be back inshallah next week to give us a report or a summary of what took place down there, inshallah. But she is doing well. She sends salams to all of you. So big salams from Sister Marsha. Now, our special guest for tonight is actually one of the participants in Muslim Culture Con this past weekend. I had a chance to physically meet her, but before that, she'd actually physically inboxed me in reference to coming on the show and talking about her music. So tonight we have no other than EMCEE Salymah, who's with us tonight. We'll bring her on the screen. She is with us, and tonight we're going to learn more about who is EMCEE Salymah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes. Okay, alhamdulillah. So as we all do with our guests, we give them a little challenge. Hopefully you're up for the challenge.
Okay.
You have to describe EMCEE Salymah. How would you describe EMCEE Salymah to a person that doesn't know EMCEE Salymah? You're getting on the elevator, as they say, and there's a bunch of random people on there. Not me and not Deen. You know us already, so not us. But so, how would you describe yourself in a minute to someone, the guy on the elevator?
So I would describe myself as a very passionate and compassionate person, and I would also describe myself as loving, inspiring, and very insightful. I'm very insightful. So
Okay. We'll take that. So that I love those adjectives. Those are very descriptive adjectives, as they say. Very descriptive, inshallah. So now, where are you from?
I'm from
Tell
Atlanta.
where are you from? Okay,
from Atlanta.
Okay, from hot Atlanta, as they say, inshallah. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about your experience. We see that you're MC, but before we get to the music, can you give us a little more background, about, your upbringing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And let the people know who you are.
Okay, so I'm from Atlanta, of course, the West End area. And since I was like a tiny, tiny little lad. I just remember being inspired and encouraged at like family celebrations. And I've always loved reading and writing. And I actually started writing in elementary school, but like I didn't understand my passion at the time, so I discarded so much of my work. And recently, within the last, I would say 3 years, I began back writing, but this time I kept track of my writings. And every day I just feel encouraged to like write more, even if it's like something as small as like a paragraph or 2 lines. I even write like in the mirror in my bathroom. I have mirrors throughout my home. So like I'm always encouraged to write. So with that mindset of having family around me since I was a little girl, I try to create that same setting with everybody around me and everybody I come in contact with. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Build that out a little bit about the writing process. I know a lot of artists, they say, they only can write when they're underneath a certain, influence, not alcohol or other influence, but like underneath a certain spirit or in a certain groove. So
some do say that, Aki.
Well, yeah,
some do say that. Some do say that. So, but we're not talking about that experience. But go ahead, Sister Salymah. I'm sorry.
Okay, so writing, I am actually encouraged by every single thing that I come encounter with every single day to write. I mean, it's so weird. Sometimes I can't turn it off. So I have to tell myself, like, if I'm spending time with like my daughter or my friends, I have to kind of force myself to turn it off because I have a 4-door car. So on each door of my car, I have a pen. And I keep pens in my purse. I keep pens just in every drawer in the house too, so I could write. And literally the smallest thing can inspire me. Like an ant crawling could inspire me to write something. So I just try to stay ready and keep a pen. And actually, as we get deeper into the interview, I could kind of expel more about my writing as we move along.
Yeah. Let's get deep. Let's get deep. We get deep here, sisters. So we don't dibby dabble on the surface.
Okay.
The writing process. This is serious because a lot of artists, say the writer's block. The writer's block comes on, right? And I'm talking about major artists too have this. Like, some of the artists that you may look up to, may have suffered from writer's block at some point. And they talk about that as a creative person, that these are some of the things that come about. So can you touch upon writer's block and how do you go about creating an atmosphere for yourself to overcome writer's block? And then the second part of that is something that you touched upon earlier about discarding your older work. The imposter syndrome as it relates to creatives from a creative standpoint. Those who suffer from imposter syndrome sometimes in their career. How does one find their way through that too? So, yes.
Okay, so I'll elaborate on both. For writer's block in particular, I don't really experience writer's block too much. But if sometimes I can't connect the way I'm feeling with certain words that I'm coming up with. So what I like to do is sleep on it. I read a book once and it's called The Artist's Way. And I don't know the author offhand. I'm packing right now, so it's stored away. But I read in that book is like, it's okay to leave some of my writings and come back to them. And I actually took that advice and I ran with it. And I come back to a lot of my writings if I can't connect what I'm trying to express or convey in that moment. And as far as discarding my writings, what I do now, I have so many books. And I have so many books. I think I have well over 20 books that I write in. And I think the hard part with that is a lot of times when I write off the top of my head, piecing what I write together is the hardest part, because sometimes things are all over the place. And I try to encourage myself to write from one book, but it's challenging sometimes if something comes to my mind and I know I need to extract it because I may not remember it later. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's also dive into some of EMCEE Salymah's, I would say, mentors. Do you have any mentors, that people, or even people I should look up to in the community and in the maybe mainstream as well, that you look up to in terms of your artistry? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So right now I have, when I was in high school, I created a dream team, and it consisted of, my dream team was inspired by a book by Serena and Venus Williams. Created their own dream team as they were growing up. And given the circumstances, I felt like I was in a position where I had to search for my own mentors. And I didn't have to search too far because they were there with me the whole time throughout my childhood. And my dream team consisted of my mother, I had an advocate at the time, Julie Bernardo, Investigator Blander, and within the community right now, somebody that I'm really encouraged by is Sister Inshira. And my dream team were pretty much people I reached out to when I felt a little discouraged or if I needed guidance in a situation, because I feel like no matter how old you are, or I feel like no matter how old a human is, we always need guidance, and I feel like Allah placed those people like in my life at the absolute perfect time. And so now I communicate with them often and I still mentor them. And I actually, within the last month or so, I've reached out to a few people for mentorship, and I've gotten all no's back so far within the past month or so. It's okay.
No, it's okay, sister. It's okay. Allah's in charge. The best of planners.
Alhamdulillah.
Something major. He has bigger plans for you.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
So what they say with every Aki, what's the saying go with that? With the
after every difficulty comes ease, and that's the track we about
there you go. There it is. Aki. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Let's play that. Cue that up.
I got one that we're going to play. You can maybe set it up. It's called Patience. Yes. Maybe you can set it up, Sister EMCEE, if you'd like to tell us a little about it as we play it. And then when we get back after that, I like to dig in a little deeper with that mentorship, because that's a very key component in our artist development.
Okay.
I thought you was going to drop it. You got to tell us about
what's going on? What's going on, sister?
Okay.
So I got it ready. No, I got it ready. I got it ready.
I'm sorry.
Sister, we already did our homework. Our homework is done. So we got the tracks already queued up, and we're just asking you to introduce this track that we're about to play right now.
Okay, so which track is it?
Patience.
Patience. The patience track.
Okay, so patience. I'll give y'all a little background on that. For patience, let me give y'all a little background before the song gets dropped. With a lot of my songs, I go into the studio with this idea, with this track in mind that I'm gonna lay, and it doesn't go that way. I freestyle, right? And I have to go back and write everything that I freestyle. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You coming out a whole new joint.
Right. So what I do with patience, I got inspired with that. Now, I feel like I know everybody have challenges, but if you kind of observe people who kind of held on through every hardship, the commonality is that they push through, right? So in each and every moment in my life, through hardships, like through just everything, not just hardships, I literally have to find patience. And my best friend told me, well, Bethria, whenever we talk or converse about anything, she always says, everything in our life that happens is good. And it really is. Alhamdulillah, that's guidance from Allah as well. But I feel like it just need to be put on record. So what I did was I came up with that. And you can hear my daughter on the track as well. And I just want everybody to know that it's good in every moment. We just kind of have to take a moment, step back, analyze from the outside and from the inside, and push through. So that's what patience is about.
And here we go.
There we go.
I'm ready. Find good in every moment and fill it with lots of patience.
For no paper, the only thing I'm chasing is these kids' imaginations. Want them to be believers, chase their dreams, don't be complacent. Find good in every moment, plus fill it with lots of patience. Play, press, no rewind. Play, press, no rewind. The one sauce with divine. Align on your thoughts with divine. Scientists, pilots, models, cashiers, we have enough of them. Musicians, MCs on the keys, what have we learned from them? Let me be clear, I ain't rhyming for no paper. The only thing I'm chasing is these kids' imaginations. Want them to be believers, chase their dreams, don't be complacent. Find good in every moment, plus fill it with lots of patience. Find good in every moment and fill it with lots of patience. Find good in every moment and fill it with lots of patience. There are no E's without F's, we all fail sometimes. Align all your thoughts to divine. And do it one more time. Play, press, no rewind. Play, press, no rewind. And do it one more time. Align thoughts with divine. Align all your thoughts with divine. Love, peace, and lots of love. Then you will be just fine. Then you will be just fine.
It's gonna be in the worst to get older.
That's cold. I like that. It's cold, sister. Feeling that joint right there. Patience. Tough. That's tough. We're back. We're back. We're back with EMCEE Salymah live here at New Freedom Exchange. We're back. We're back. Yes, yes, yes. We just heard patience from sister EMCEE. Yes, so let us know how y'all feeling that joint. Hit us up in the comments. Dean, what you doing, man? How that make you feel, beloved?
Yeah, I mean, it makes you have patience.
Can't hear you, man.
I mean, you hear me? You hear me?
No.
You can't hear me? She can hear me, all right?
Dean, we can't hear you, man.
Hold on. He can't hear me. He got to come back in.
Come back out? In. Oh, it's booting me out, man.
How about now?
What's going on? EMCEE Salymah, can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Oh, man, you sound like a robot. Hold on. It's me.
Yeah, he'll be right back. He's going to check back in. But yeah, that was smooth. That was smooth. So you said that, unpack a little more. You were saying before the track. Oh, here you go.
What the heck happened?
You gotta have patience.
Yeah, well, clearly. I don't know what was going on. It sounded like a hijacking of some sorts. But anyway, we're back. I guess, so like I said, let us know how you're feeling about the track. I asked Dean, I don't know, Dean was jabbering, but I couldn't even hear him what he was saying.
No, I said you got to have patience, man. The track give you patience. You know what I mean? That's a smooth ride joint.
Yeah, I like that. It's just showing the top down in the summer. EMCEE Salymah, when you record that in the studio? What was you going through at that moment of time?
At that moment in time, I have to think back to the month I recorded. It was actually this past summer. I went out to Cali to record my entire album, and just things that crossed my mind during recording that was there are so many things to be influenced by right now in society. And I feel like I have a personal responsibility to uplift. I feel like that's my purpose. And throughout this song, I named a few. I said, musicians, MCs on the keys, what have we learned from them? And I asked that question because I feel like just because somebody may be or not be in a position, I would say just because someone is in a position doesn't mean that they are leading people to good or even teaching people. So that's why I posed that question in that song is like, yeah, I'm an MC. Yeah, that person may be a doctor. Yeah, that person may be a rapper, but what have you learned from them? What have you taken away from their artistry? What have they given you? What gem have they given you throughout their artistry? So that question ran through my mind when I was discussing patience or thinking about patience.
Excellent. Dean, I know you want to talk about that mentorship. You want to go back to that question or that topic real quick.
Well, because she mentioned that she, reached out to several people and they didn't get back with her. And like you said, after difficulty or accepting the difficulty comes ease. And so in relation to the artists in our community, we built this whole platform on connecting, those that came before, those that are up and coming, and those that are, in between the transition. And so it's like, anything we can do to connect you with some people, also let us know, especially Bilal. I mean, that's his thing. He's a DJ, too quiet as kept, you know what I mean?
We connect the people, man. We connect the people, inshallah, so we can provide that, so I'm saying. Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, so we have the patience, and you say you recorded this whole album in Cali, right?
Yes.
So explain, what's up with Cali? What's the story behind that? Is there a story behind that?
Well, yes, there is. So before I answer that question, I want to give a shout out to my producer, the producer that engineered it. and literally produced this whole album. Eddie Ray Official, thank you for working with me. Cali, the story behind Cali is just, I've been to Cali several times, and I feel like Cali is like one of my safe havens. Like, I feel so relaxed, so just spiritual and elated when I touched down in Cali. And I can't get that experience that I get in Cali from anywhere else in the world. So creating this album in Cali was very, very uplifting for me. It was uplifting, and it was just key to being in a great creative space. And I believe I flew out to Cali twice for this album. Yeah, so I flew out to Cali twice, and I'm glad I got to go. When I actually, in the process of flying out to Cali to create this album, I got to Enterprise at California in Cali, and I got there I have planned on renting a car, but alhamdulillah, Allah is the best of planners. And I got to the counter and I started looking for my driver's license. And I was like, give me 1 second. I kept looking. I was like, give me another second. I was looking again. I was like, give me one more second. Well, after that third second, I realized I lost my driver's license in between leaving Atlanta and arriving in Cali. So I actually was able to be inspired more because I rode public transportation everywhere while I was there. So that definitely added to my ability to create while I was in California. So
beautiful improvising, beautiful. Yes. That's what we do. Now let's queue up another track. We got some more heat. Definitely got some more heat in the queue. So what we got next, Dean? What's up in the queue? Let's queue up another track.
The next one, before I introduce the next one, I'm putting her social here. You can find all her stuff. She got it in one concise place. You go to Linktree and you look up EMCEE Salymah. It's all there. Her YouTube, her Facebook, Instagram. So she made it nice and easy for those people
Spotify,
to follow her.
all that.
The whole nine. So I appreciate you doing that, looking out for the consumer. Next track we got here is Drugs Hurt.
Oh man. What's up with that one, sister?
Ooh.
It's a tough joint.
That is really tough. Right now in this I feel like recently within the past like maybe 3 to 4 years, I feel like not everyone, I apologize. Many people can relate to either knowing someone who have been affected by drugs, or may personally or indirectly know someone who may use drugs and may have like hurt the family in some sort of way or themselves in some sort of way. And drugs hurt really, with the thought of knowing what drugs can do to families and just having insight on drugs, I just felt compelled to create that song. And the message behind this song is like, you don't have to do drugs to be cool. You don't have to be under the influence to make a living or to be loved, because I love people for who they are. And so I wanted that to be heard. I wanted it to be felt in my lyrics. I wanted it to just be known and get that message out there that drugs hurt people. And that is some of the insight for Drugs Hurt.
With no further ado, Drugs Hurt by EMCEE Salymah. We'll be right back.
Let's do it.
Can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing.
Don't do drugs, no, I don't get high. Don't do drugs, no, I don't get high. Don't do drugs, no, I don't get high.
you're doing.
Don't do drugs, no, I don't get high. Finding self to fully rely on internal God-given drive. Pull up on Eddie in every place my words fell. Let my hip-hop speak to you, slower, fast, flowing on his Cali beats. Until you really struggle with addiction, you don't know my pain. That's why when I see people high, hold back, refrain from saying anything that hurts. Gotta water their nature, judging so human nature can't judge. I ain't the creator. Rest assured, know the damage that them drugs bringing. Lost two people I love dearly, not here singing. Best way to learn any lesson is through experience. This one's for the young and the old. Now you know, no longer innocent. Don't do drugs, no, I don't get high. Finding self to fully rely on internal God-given drive. Pull up on Eddie in every place my words fell. Let my hip-hop speak to you, slower, fast, flowing on his Cali beats. Let me help you understand why drugs don't make sense. Them drugs don't love back, will leave you dead. Now you being missed. I struggle with addiction, so I know your pain. Saw people that I love take that gamble and lost everything. Just a grateful sister spreading love through my voice. Let them drugs go, cause they left me feeling even worse. Prophets came to clean broken societies. Not saying I'm a prophet, but do profit off these bars I spit.
You're doing, don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing,
don't do drugs, no, I don't get high. Finding self to fully rely on internal God-given drive. Pull up on Eddie in every place my words fell. Let my hip-hop speak to you, slower, fast, flowing on his Cali beats. Drugs hurt people and they taking people out. Returning to the maker, can y'all please hear me out? Therapy is real and it can really help you out. No one will ever know if them drugs drown you out. Just thankful mom and dad, let them go, Eddie, I'm out. Just thankful mom and dad, let them go, Eddie, I'm out. Just thankful mom and dad, let them go, Eddie, I'm out. Don't do drugs, no, I don't get high. Finding self to fully rely on internal God-given drive. Pull up on Eddie in every place my words fell. Let my hip-hop speak to you, slower, fast, flowing on his Cali beats.
Can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing, don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me.
Eddie, I'm out.
What you're doing, don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing, don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely, excellent. People are filling you in the comments. We're getting some comments in here. Check it out right here. You can tell she's passionate in her work. May Allah continue to bless you in your accomplishment.
I mean,
That's budget. Oh, got the hands claps, the fire, the flames. You lighten it up, sis. We appreciate the artistry.
alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah. So I mean, we as we come to our close, you know, one of the things that we're working on in the new year, we're actually working with an artist, Shadi Aki, from Jersey, but he's down in Atlanta also. He's going to he's created already, but we about to go live called the Sunnah Music Tour. And so we're looking for other artists to come join us as we go around. So we definitely, we want to add you to that roster. Inshallah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, that piece right there was very, very melodic, but it addressed some very serious issues and concerns. So we want our artists. I mean, we salute our artists, those that really tackle it. You know, not shying away from it, acting like it's not real, but dealing with it head on. So speak to that a little more. You know, because I mean, in the artist world, we know, like we said in the beginning, there are some that, you know, that's what gets them to get motivated, right? And then there's this whole subculture outside of, you know, art that also entertaining. As far as entertainment, if you're not getting that, you're not really having fun, right? So it's like,
right,
yeah.
So with that, he stated that some artists shy away, and I think I post this a clip every month, 2 to 3 times a month. It's of Sister Nina Simone. Goodness, she inspired me a lot. And one quote from her that I love and I think about almost every day is she said that an artist's duty is to reflect the times, right? And so right now we are in a time where drugs have been spotlighted and just kind of put under a spotlight for encouragement to be used like it's like there's been a big encouragement of drug use. Pardon what I said the first time. There's been a big, I've seen it like a lot. And so what I wanted to do during this song is kind of like go against that saying that artists have put out about drugs being positive, you know, and there may be a positive side to drugs, such as like under the observation of a doctor or something. That's not what I'm referring to, but I'm just referring to like how many people are being taken away in relations to drug use. And I feel like it's my duty to speak up about it. And maybe, inshallah, well, God willing, me speaking up about it can allow individuals the space to kind of analyze like, who am I without drugs? You know?
I mean, that line you said, the God tapping into the God, and what was that line? The
drugs hurt people and they taking people out.
No, but you said about the internal God-given.
Oh yes, and focus on my internal God-given drive, and that's what I want to encourage other people to do, because we all have drive. Sometimes it has to be poked out of us. Sometimes people naturally have it. Sometimes people don't have it, and through music, they can gain it. So maybe through somebody hearing me saying that I focus on my internal God-given drive, they get pushed like, whoa, what is a God, given drive? What is mine? Like I want to kind of challenge people to think and help them think, so me personally, I have been affected by drug use, and I feel like another thing that I considered when I was creating that song is, what could I have told the individuals that I personally know who I lost and cannot get back? What could I have told them to maybe have changed the way that they were thinking, or kind of encourage them? And this song isn't to put anybody down,
Sure.
It's not to judge either, because I kind of implement that often, like within the song, like you can't judge people that use drugs. However, if you could just kind of not judge them, but kind of like guide them to the right place or the right words, or maybe, so that's what that was my intention behind making this song, to encourage and to be a voice. And as Nina Simone said, like, to utilize my duty to reflect the times. So, yes.
No, that's solid. I mean, because as I'm listening to you, and I'm going to go back definitely to that track again, because it's like the whole thing about, the drugs or those extra things is to take us away from, our God-given drive. So we can have somebody else control, or so forth and so on. So I really appreciate that.
And I want to add on something else. Also, a phone could be a drug. So I'm not just focusing. There are a lot of things that came to mind when I created this song, and other things in our lives, and could be addictions, could be a drug, such as a phone. Food is a drug. A lot of people overeat. right? So anything could be a drug. My point in the song and my intentions within the song was to kind of elaborate on that and bring it underneath the spotlight to the people's attention. And I hope that it encourages. And yeah.
No, I think so. I think so. So we got some more shout outs. Sister came on. She says salam. That's Khadija. Some other comments, some fire comments. You know, Eddie Ray.
Eddie Ray, that's the producer. Shout out to Eddie Ray.
Eddie Ray, salute. You know what I mean? Drop your info in there for any other artists that want to reach out to you. You know what I mean? Show the love. But yeah, anything you'd like to share with us before we let you go? Any other upcoming projects, anything that you want us to know about you to keep in tune with you?
Yes. So what I would like individuals to know about me is, again, I am extremely passionate about creating positive music, and I seek to connect with like-minded artists as well, you know, and right now I'm preparing to put myself in a position where I could perform more, you know, go out and spread my music more, because right now, given the distance, I'm a little ways away from where I want to be, so I'm getting closer to my community. But I look forward to being in different places, actually performing my music, because I haven't been able to perform as much as I can. But my intention is to put myself out there, spread myself. And if you're watching, please go and check out my music at the link below. Share my music, because me just putting it on my social media, I'm sharing it. But if I had more people who could help me share it, I would definitely appreciate that. I feel like it's definitely needed. I'm not just saying that because I created it, but I find myself often listening to my own music, and I'm inspired by my own music. And it's just like, how is that even possible? But it has been possible. So I also want to thank you all for allowing me on this platform to share my music.
No doubt.
I definitely appreciate not only to share my music, but to also understand me as a believer and as an artist. And I want everybody watching to know that I feel like one of my purpose is to begin promoting positivity into environments, into families, and to bring everybody together, because although things can happen alone, I think things are better when they're done together. So thank y'all again. And shout out to Eddie Ray.
Shout out to Eddie Ray. Thank you again. We thank our producer. He going in and out. He's having a little tech difficulty, but we definitely reach back out to you again. I mean, we're going to be down in your area soon, so we definitely want to connect again for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. And if our co-host here, Sister Marsha's here, she'll probably give you and the audience a word of encouragement and a charge that what she just laid out and what she presented, we're obligated as people of faith, as people of goodwill, to support good. You know what I mean? Nothing comes out of good but good. And so our artist taking her time out to share her thoughts, share her experience, to give guidance, insight. She said that early on, insights, and she definitely shared with us some insights. She's very insightful. It was our pleasure to meet you on here, and we look forward to seeing you in person. Until next time, we greet you all degrees of peace. Y'all just heard EMCEE Salymah. Check her out at the link tree, linktr.ee/EMCEE SALYMAH. Until next time, I got one more track, but we're gonna let that ride as we go out. It's one of her live performances, also talking about patience. So we'll let that rock, and then we have a couple commercials at the end. And we thank you all again. Tune in next week again, same time. We're trying to get more consistent every week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If anyone has a show or would like to start their own podcast, let us know, because that's what we're in the business for, our New Freedom Network. We also want to bring up other voices. So if that's even the interest of yours, let us know. We can create a show around it as well. Until next time, again, we thank you all. Here's EMCEE Salymah. Peace.
Peace.
I'm going to recite my poem titled Sober. And when I point at the audience, I want y'all to say patient. All right? Done experienced many storms, steady ladders, kept climbing. Done experienced many storms, felt like I fought off Goliath. Maintained
Patience.
maintaining,
Patience.
maintained,
Patience.
refraining self from situations, knowing deeply not to partake in, disengaged from temptations, maintained,
Patience.
maintained,
Patience.
maintaining.
Patience.
People reveal who they are in just 21 days. Don't believe what I spoke. Sit back, the truth will show. So I stopped dating, began waiting, sought self-purity on each occasion, dismissed unwanted advances, done mistaken talking for actions, adhering to my values with deep passion, maintain,
Patience.
maintaining,
Patience.
maintained.
Patience.
Thank y'all, everybody. My name is Salymah Ali.
Y'all, Sharif right here with We Buy Black. Look, it looks like we don't hit 1 million followers. That's 1 million people that could take action today. What do I mean by that? There's no point of having 1 million followers if we're not going to make a commitment to make change ourselves. We have many different black-owned businesses out there that we all need to galvanize behind, get behind, to support. So what is the call to action? I'm asking everybody that follow us to find a black-owned business today to support, to get behind. If 1 million of us purchase laundry detergent from the black-owned laundry detergent company and we all spend $15, that's $15 million this month just for black-owned for laundry detergent. And if we make a commitment to spend it every month because we always got to wash our clothes, then that's the money that we can pour back into our community. That's how we're going to make sure that the children in our neighborhoods have a job. That's how we're going to make sure that the schools that we love and that we support are going to be financed and supported by us. And that's just for laundry detergent. What about our toothpaste? What about our deodorant that we've been pushing you all to support throughout the years? We want to get behind all of these different products in our community because that's where it's going to start. Now, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you all seen us in Walmart. You've seen us going aisle by aisle, picking out product. Do we have trash bags? Do we have aluminum foil? Do we have toilet tissue? These products are now being produced in our community, but there's so much more work that needs to be done. Every single item that they have in Walmart, that you see on Amazon, wherever you go, we should be producing those items. We should have those items created by us so that whenever we decide that we need to go to Walmart, then we'll be able to say, you know what, no matter what it is I need, 90 to 100% of the items are going to come from my community. It's not enough for us to have a black-owned grocery store where that the owner is black, but all the product inside the store is going to a different community. We need to have the store being built by African, the light bulbs inside of the store need to be from an African-American community. We need the floors to be produced by us, the concrete to be laid by us. Every single thing should be produced by us. We are not biologically deficient. It's just that our environment has caused us to think that we are not together to separate us. So we need to pull our resources together, strengthen our families, which will ultimately strengthen our communities, which will strengthen our whole society. So that's it. Right now, black people as a community, we have the highest rates of poverty, the highest rates of joblessness, the highest rates of crime, imprisonment, on and on and on. But as businesses, black businesses, we hire our people more than anybody else. We hire more African Americans than any other entity. So the more successful our businesses are, then the more we'll hire our people. And the more of our people that are hired, then the lower our joblessness rate will be, the lower our poverty rate will be, the lower our homelessness rate will be, the lower our crime rate will be, and then ultimately the imprisonment rate. So we can fix our issues from the inside out. But at first,
Legacy.
Legacy, legacy. Brothers and sisters, let's celebrate. Legacy, legacy. Muslim Journal, 60 years today. Legacy, legacy. Our history, our perspective, our way. Legacy, legacy. Islam is our path, success away. Legacy, legacy. Visit MuslimJournal.net online. Legacy, legacy. Text sponsor the 999. Legacy, legacy. 999 Legacy, legacy. MuslimJournal.net online. Legacy, legacy. Brothers and sisters, let's celebrate. Legacy, legacy. Muslim Journal, 60 years today. Legacy, legacy. Our history, our perspective, our way. Legacy, legacy. Islam is our path, success away. Legacy, legacy. Visit MuslimJournal.net online. Legacy, legacy. Text sponsor the 999. Legacy, legacy. 999 Legacy, legacy. MuslimJournal.net online.